This is Bob, which way to the airport, Hope. And here we are in Cleveland, Ohio. And Wednesday, I'll be at the University of Buffalo, San Diego State College, the Eisenhower Hospital in Palm Springs, a heart dinner in Denver, the kidney dinner in Chicago, the lung dinner in Miami, the pancreas dinner in Houston, and if you call my agent fast, you can book me for dessert. As soon as I got to Cleveland, my relatives threw themselves at my feet. They know I carry my money in my wedgies. Now, I don't really have a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, and it's great to be here in Cleveland in time for bankruptcy season. Hey, and how about this weather? Isn't it wild? The sun came out yesterday, and the headline in the Plain Dealer was, "Strange Ray Baffles City." No, but it's such a thrill for me, ladies and gentlemen, to be asked here to host the first annual Northeast Ohio Toughman competition, which will be coming up in a few moments. Hey, when I grew up in Cleveland, I was quite a fighter. I usually lost, but those fights were fixed. They put another fighter in the ring with me. No, I was quite a fighter. In my first fight, my opponent was on his back in 30 seconds. He slipped on my blood. Now, I haven't bled that much since they announced last year's Oscars, but I feel it. No, but I want to tell you, these finalists are pretty gruesome. There's blood, gore, violence. It's sort of like a Sam Peckinpah movie without the laughs. Who's Sam Peckinpah? Do they know who he is? Will that play here? I'm really excited about it, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't seen anyone fight like this since they told Dorothy Lamour we were doing our first love scene. Here we are at the first annual Bob Hope Toughman Classic, ladies and gentlemen, and here they come. The toughest men in Northeast Ohio. Non-professional fighters. Guys like you and me who work in the steel mills, drive trucks, and build bridges. Yes, sir, my kind of people. I'm not one of them, but they're my kind of people. And get a load of this audience. What a tough crowd. I was a little concerned about playing to a room where there was likely to be so much brain damage. So I brought Les Brown along with me to warm up the audience with my theme. Tough Hope, and welcome to the first annual Bob Hope Toughman Classic. Hey! Toughman Classic, that's where the winners and losers go home looking the same. Fights are going to be continuing in a moment. Let's hear it for Big Al. That's not me they were booing, it was Big Al Austin, one of the finalists. And here he is with Alvin Character in his second preliminary bout. Watch Big Al's right cross here as he decks Alvin Character. Decks him good. And I had a little surprise of my own for the winner of this fight. He's going to be guesting on my special along with funny woman Phyllis Diller, Joey Heatherton, Kiki D, the Boomtown Rats, and Lyle Alzado, along with the L.A. Rams and the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. It's going to be a big show. Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Big Al loved this guy. He wanted to take him home. But Don Rowland would have none of it. And Big Al goes down, but it turned out to be another example of Al's surprising strategy because he knew just where that bell was. And that got him into the finals to meet this man, Jim Bruja. And look at these kids slug it out. If we sent guys like this to the next OPEC conference, we'd be filling up for 20 cents a gallon and back on the road to happy motoring. And here's Bruja's last preliminary bout with Bob Hopperton, an electrician. But Hopperton ended up dropping out of this fight as Bruja decked him good and then topped that by telling him something sad and making him cry. Here's Big Al again, trying to slink past a hostile crowd disguised as Little Red Riding Hood. And here's Bruja, who had the guts to come as himself for this championship bout. Now, I'm just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. These two guys both deserve to be called champions. And while they were slugging it out for their third and final round of the championship bout, I was hiding in my dressing room getting fitted for a mouthpiece for my wrap-up. These guys are both tired. They've been fighting hard for 2 days. I'll tell you, the audience was so evenly divided, I knew no matter who won, I'd be telling jokes to half a house. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the fight. And the audience went wild while they were waiting with anticipation and bated breath for the judges to make their decision.
Toughest man in Northeast Ohio, Austin, the winner.
Listen to that crowd go wild. They were hostile, ladies and gentlemen. They wanted Big Al's blood. But not everybody hated Al. Watch this as a loyal fan thought he was tired and throws him a chair. But Al wasn't sitting down. This was his moment, and he was the champ. He was determined to enjoy it. And then it was time for me to come out and thank this audience for a memory that I'd never forget. Now, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, next to awards, I love doing gigs like this the most. Just one thing before I go. Cleveland, you are tough. Thank you very much, and we'll see you later. Good night. And so that's it, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the first annual Bob Hope Toughman Classic. And remember, America, heart disease is still the #1 killer, but don't neglect your glands. Good night.